I'm Rick Howard, president of Kingdom Magic Vacations. In my job, I get to travel a lot. I explore the world on land and sea, eating in unique restaurants and discovering interesting locations. I'm always looking for new places to visit, and I want you to travel with me. Welcome to Travel with Rick. Hey guys, we're here in Disneyland, Paris. We're going to show you a cool thing that happened today. We were walking outside of Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, we just ridden the ride for the first time today, our first ever trip to Disneyland, Paris. We were coming out today and we ran into this little band playing right outside of the Pirates of the Caribbean attraction. If you had a Pirates band that played in Neverland, what would you call them? Yeah, it's not question of the week, it's actually their name. It's the Neverland Pirate Band, and they were playing right here. Had a violin player who I think in a different costume would probably be a classical violin player. He was actually a really good, really great entertainer. Had an accordion player who had a Captain Jack swagger that I think Johnny Depp would be impressed with for sure, and then a couple of other guys. They had a drummer, they had a horn player, and they had an upright bass player. Yeah, so they put on a really great show, interacted great with the crowd. Yeah, I even got a picture with them. It was awesome. So we're going to let you guys hear those guys play the Neverland Pirate Band. They were here in Disneyland, Paris. It's awesome. Check it out.
Introduction d'avoir qui tue 12 minutes de show. Allez, c'est parti. Sur les Yo, run the pirate's life for me. Excellente idée. And now, we will play the Wheel of Fortune. Le jeu de la Et maintenant, un morceau qui se joue en verre de vodka ou de rhum, madame. Là, justement. Allez, c'est parti.
At Kingdom Magic Vacations, we believe that life should be measured out in memories. For over 17 years, Kingdom Magic Vacations has specialized in making vacation dreams come true for families visiting Disneyland, Walt Disney World, Disney Cruise Line, and Adventures by Disney. Kingdom Magic Vacations has been honored as an authorized Disney vacation planner, and that means we are recognized by Disney as a leader in planning magical vacations to Disney destinations. Our knowledge and experience allows our travel professionals to custom tailor your Disney vacation and make them truly magical. We know that each moment you spend on vacation creates a memory that lasts a lifetime. You can start planning your magical Disney vacation by visiting kingdommagic.com today.
Well, there's another great video from our Disneyland Paris trip. Wow, that was just incredible. And that was awesome, just walking out of that restaurant, stumbling upon the Neverland Pirate Band. Those guys were just incredible, you know, and they all spoke French. We kind of interacted with them in French a little bit. Not that we speak French, they did, but, you know, Disney's just kind of a universal thing. And pirates, universal all over the world. It was pretty awesome. So, we got to do a question of the week. Speaking of pirates, I was thinking, Neverland Pirate Band, cool Disneyland Paris thing. We love pirates on Travel with Rick. It's just awesome. You know, we get our pirate voice on and it's really cool. Well, pirate songs are kind of a thing, right? I mean, yo-ho, yo-ho, you know? So I was thinking, if you had a pirate band, what would be the favorite song you'd play in your pirate band? Or what's your favorite pirate or swashbuckling ship sea kind of bandy thing? So there you go. What is your favorite pirate or sailing song? Throw me a Jimmy Buffett song. That'd be kind of cool. You know, Jimmy Buffett's got a lot of sailing songs. I'm a big Jimmy Buffett fan. So anyway, there's your question of the week. Leave a comment below. Now, that brings us to our comments and our question of the week from last week. Now, Kristen and Kelly, while we were over in Adventures by Disney doing our Ireland ABD, over in Adventures by Disney, over in Ireland doing our Adventures by Disney. It was pretty cool. Kristen and Kelly, that was our last week's show. They knocked it out of the park. They both had great questions of the week. 2 guests, 2 questions. You got it. So Kelly asked what your favorite U2 song was. Pretty cut and dried, right? You guys left some great comments for that. But Kristen, hey, she brought her A game. She had a great question of the week. She said, how many rides are there in Disneyland? Now you guys had some interesting, some of you guys went on Google and found some interesting answers for that. And a lot of you made some good guesses. Some of you just were straight up and said, I'm not even going to try to guess. I'm not going to look it up because I don't know. I thought that was a fair way to be about it. But we got to talking about it. You know, Kristen, it's kind of a trick question. Kristen said, how many rides are there? And Walt always said there are no rides in Disneyland. They're attractions. He thought what he brought to Disneyland and to the theme parks should be more than just a roller coaster ride. It should be an attraction. So he didn't want anybody to call them rides, okay? So then the answer would have to be not 56, which is how many attractions there are, not how many rides there are, but not even 0. Well, it could be 0. It could be 1 because of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, right? That's got to be a ride. But now I found another interesting comment on the internet when I was doing a little bit of research about this. You could say there are 2 because if you ride the train around on the Disneyland Railroad, the announcer says, okay folks, as we come to Big Thunder Mountain, this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness. So maybe there's 2. I don't know. All right, so it could be 0 if you go with Walt. It could be 1 if you go with Kristen. Could be 2 if you go with the interwebs. I don't know. That's up to you guys. You sort it out. But I thought it was a great question of the week. And you guys had some great comments. David said, great video. Being of Irish descent, I would love to go. As for the questions, I can't answer this week. I don't know how many rides there are at Disney, so I'm not even going to try and cheat by looking it up. David, that's straight up. I love that. And the other question about U2, no answer because I don't like U2. So David, just tell it like it is. I like that, buddy. Keeping it real. Gene says, fantastic video. John, you did a great job showing us the beauty of what you saw in Ireland. I would love to take one of those trips, and I'm so excited to see more of Disneyland Paris next week. Wasn't the pirate band good, Gene? It was awesome. I think there may only be one of their songs I actually know all the words. How neat you saw where it all started for them. Okay, my guess on the Disneyland ride is 1. Mr. Toad's. Aren't all the rest actually called attractions? I'm probably overthinking this, and there are 50. See you on the 29th. Thanks again for a great video. Iron looks wonderful. Well, Gene, you absolutely hit it out of the park. Great answer. You got it right. That was the one Kristen was going for. So whether it's 0, 1, or 2, if you count Big Thunder Mountain, I don't know. Kristen was going for 1 because of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. So you got the heart of it. Mary says, great episode as usual. I love Ireland, and it made me want to return very soon. Can't wait for the live coverage this coming Monday night. I'll just have to skip watching Jeopardy. LOL. Listen, for all of you who were able to join us Monday night, first, we apologize for the internet connections. Sometimes even the mouse has problems with the internet, right? So we did finally get it straightened out. We had a blast. We got so much footage for the stuff that you guys saw on the stream. We got a whole episode of me and some of my best friends, certainly some of my greatest Disney friends, talking about what we love and what we're looking forward to for Food and Wine this year. And we also had a really cool bunch of footage with us opening the envelopes and assigning them their foods. And you got some really candid, excuse me, you got some really candid, really spontaneous looks from them as they opened those envelopes, peeked inside, pulled out what they got. And most of them were pretty happy, I think. Most of them were pretty excited. There was a bit of trading going on at the end, and there were a few bribes passed around. We'll leave it at that. Not too much longer. You're going to be seeing Food and Wine Festival. It's going to be awesome. All right, so one more comment. Megan says, wow, looked like an amazing adventure. So excited you're heading to Disneyland soon. That's right, Megan. Sunday morning we leave. Absolutely. We're doing another adventure by Disney, Backstage Magic, with my good friend Tony Casanova. And then after our Backstage Magic AVD is over, we're hitting D23 Expo. Yeah. There could be a couple of gigabytes of footage coming out of that for you guys. You can definitely look forward to that. It's going to be awesome. Let's see. I'm going out in a few weeks as well. Wow, that's awesome. Enjoy your trip to Disneyland. I got to meet you with my parents at Epcot during Food and Wine. That's right, Megan. I remember that. It would be great to bump into you again. Maybe we can bump into each other at the Chase Lounge. I think that's where we met, right? Maybe we can bump into you again. As for how many rides there are out there, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll count them on my trip. It's a great little project. Thanks for a great show. Thank you, Megan. Thanks for watching. That's our question, or that's our comments. That's our question of the week. We just got to run them through random.org, which we already have. Number 12 we came up with Amanda Campbell. So Amanda, reach down into our little, has nothing to do with Paris, has nothing to do with pirates, has nothing to do with songs from the sea. Sorry. But we do have a Tomater plush for you right here that I'll be sending you out. Just respond to my email. I'll drop you an email this week and respond to that email. Give me your physical mailing address and we'll get that out in the mail to you. And that's going to wrap up our questions, our comments, and now for our reminders. Be sure you check out our Food and Wine countdown clock. I think it's about 55 now. Can you imagine that? We're getting so close. It's coming up. We couldn't be more excited. We've got some great episodes that we filmed. We're going to be showing you in September. And then, of course, October 1st kicks off Food and Wine Month on Travel with Rick. The whole month of October all the way to the 31st. That countdown clock goes away and we go to Disney and we bring it to you. It's going to be awesome. Speaking of awesome, we've got a store. thetravelwithrick.com/store. You can click on the link up there. And you can just go directly to travelwithrick.com/store. You can find stuff with our classic logo. That's right, the Travel with Rick blue logo. You can find that, which I've got a little coffee cup coming myself. Yeah, I buy from the store too. I thought it was kind of cool. And you can also buy stuff with our new logo that you guys got revealed on Monday night. You can check it out right here. And you can order lots of great merchandise. I think Andrew's got a trucker hat coming. It's going to be pretty cool to see him tripping around the Food and Wine Festival with his head protected with a TWR Food and Wine Festival logo trucker hat. That's pretty awesome. You can get one of your own. Of course, there's t-shirts, there's coffee mugs, there's lots of great gifts. Anything you want, we can put a logo on it. We can ship it to you. Just shop at the store. It's going to be awesome. So check out our store. Of course, check us out on iTunes and for your Apple TV. That's where I like to watch Travel with Rick. Remember to subscribe to us. We lost our iTunes feed a couple of weeks ago, building back up our subscribers. So Give us some comments, give us some stars, and of course subscribe so you don't miss a show. Speaking of not missing a show, look right up there at the top, drop your email address in there and subscribe to our FeedBurner mailing list, and you'll get an email right in your email box every time there's a new post to the blog. So when the new show comes out, if we've got some new exciting info for you coming out, you'll be the first to know if you give us your email address. We won't spam you. We won't share your address with anybody. Promise. TWR promise on that. We'll protect your information with our, no, not with our lives, but we'll protect it. And you can be assured that we'll only use it just to update you when there's new stuff on the blog, and that way you get it automatically. You'll be the first to know. It'll come right to you. There'll be a link right there. Of course, check us out on Facebook.com/travelwithrick. Lots of information there. We have links to the store. We have pictures from around the world. We have, you never know what we have there, but if you go and look, then you will know. And of course, come right back here to travelwithrick.com. Leave all your comments here. Last thing, next week's show, we're back in Disneyland Paris, and it's a classic ride. It was one of Walt's favorites, and it's in other Disney parks besides Disneyland Paris. Give you something to think about while you're waiting for next week's show. Right back here on another episode of Travel with Rick. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you next week.